took the theatre show to 9 countries. It's been seen by about 15,000 people. And every time we've taken it anywhere, it's sold out.
Every time I've seen it, there was a standing ovation.
To be part of something that's never really been done before in this type of style, I think we're making a little bit of history. I like that.
You can feel the spirit of the people and the collaboration process that they've been in. Like, you can feel like it is not something that was made by just one person.
I think even from the first show, we had people coming up being like, you should definitely make this into a film. It would be really great. And our group has been kind of buzzing about that since day one. So it feels like a natural progression.
To see what's next, this adventure, which is create a movie without any experience in the film industry.
Over the pandemic, me and Alex had a good chance to kind of go a little bit deeper in terms of learning about screenwriting, learning about character, how to structure a story visually. We had film club during the pandemic so that there could also be like some social time for members. So we watched films, discussed what sort of films we all liked and the history of film.
Positioning ourselves within cinema history, whether that's classic films, art house films, queer films, depictions of sex work, really trying to understand what's been done before.
Then we had Residency 1. This was in Belgium with our group. It was a 3-week residency, learning screenwriting skills, looking at our show, what do we want to keep, what new things do we want to create. Also analysing classic films. What makes a good story? What characters do we want in our film? What stories? What scenes?
We have to do it in our way, with our words.
During Residency 1, our sibling group in Capetown, the Sex Worker Theatre Group, were also holding workshops and watching the same films that we were.
Hello guys! We welcome!
Residency 2 was in South Africa with the Sex Worker Theatre Group. We ran the same screenwriting workshops and skill shared and created characters together.
It's a very useful collaboration in terms of seeing how other people deal with their problems and how they make art into advocacy.
We are coming with our ideas and they are coming with their ideas and we put them down and then we come out with beautiful things together.
It's an amazing collaboration. Oh. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Residency 3 was then in Spain with our group again, going deeper this time.
And really try and feel that, imagine that as a feeling, as a sensation.
Fully deciding on a story, fleshing out the arcs and the journeys, deciding a whole storyline and getting down to doing some actual writing.
The fact that this story, in its essence, allows us to talk about so many different intersecting communities, which I think is so powerful about it. And if you just look at the depth and the kind of the zoomed out and the zoomed in layers of the writing there, it's just wild to think to a few months ago.
It does feel like we're getting to a stage in the process where people are just like, people's creativity is like very juicy. I feel like they can feel it too.
I feel actually very proud and very inspired about this creative process. It has had a lot of highlights, it's been chaotic, but we have found some common ground.
We have the common goal of building community, we have the common goal of the stigmatizing, we have the common goal of the cream. So I think that even though we all have very different journeys, we have all encountered very similar issues.
It needs so many voices, it needs so many opinions, and we've got to have these debates and we've got to have these discussions to get everything right.
I think now we are at a point where society is ready for sex workers to speak for themselves and able to recognise why that's so important.
They say until the lion learns to tell the story, the hunter will be glorified.
It's just so tiring how repetitively cinema has been built on the backs of sex workers dying, sex worker stereotypes.
It is so important to have a piece of media that so accurately represents such a large workforce. I cannot wait to see how the film will come out.
I am so excited about it. I clap myself, I go like, Koma, is this happening? And it is.
It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be relatable, it's going to have real stories in it. It's gonna be great.